So I need y'all live. I need y'all lit. You want to introduce the
Wait,
guests?
it's BATZ 963.
963 or 3? Tree or
3.
Tree?
And it's a Z, not an S.
Okay.
Well, listen, we have a special guest in the building. She is breathtaking, first of all. She's beautiful.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm just...
When God
y'all
made
know,
her.
brace yourself. And she is a phenomenal singer. She's talented. What else you want to say? She's international.
Did you say she fine yet?
I did. I said
Say it again. Say it with your chest.
She's beautiful, gorgeous, all the above. You want to go ahead?
Miss La Negra, where you at, baby? Make some noise. Oh my goodness. Oh, I need a hug. I need a hug.
Yes, Lord.
See, I warned you guys. Hi, mommy, right here.
Yes, please sit in the middle.
Exactly.
Yes,
Hi, guys.
Hi.
How you feeling?
I'm good. I'm happy to be here. Thank you guys for coming today, for all the love and support, and I'm just happy to be here.
Oh my gosh,
We're
y'all.
glad to see you.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Looks so beautiful as always.
Right.
Put together. Yes,
Amen.
Lord.
Thank you.
Yes. All right, so big ups. Congratulations. I know you have a new deal with BMG.
Yes.
With UTA, Fast Life
Let me see
Entertainment.
what your cards say.
Look.
Okay.
All right, there,
All
girl.
right. Okay. Go ahead.
So how did you get these deals? How did they come about?
Actually, well, I was already talking to BMG for a second, and then UTA obviously came afterwards. And Fast Life, well, I've been working with them, or rather better, my manager, Julian Booth, for like the past 3 years or so. But things really didn't start popping in the American, obviously, till Love and Hip Hop. We were already preparing for it, but it didn't start popping till after Love and Hip Hop aired, because I was already working on the Latino market for a second, so.
Let's get straight into the music. Insecure. It's popping right now.
Yes.
YouTube, you already have over 1 million views already
Almost
on YouTube.
2.
Almost 2.
Already.
Yeah.
You gonna round up. We gonna round up.
Just on the audio, so
Yeah,
yes.
just on the audio.
Yes.
And the video hasn't even released yet. But before we get to that, I want
Yes.
to know one question. Is that off a true story? The storyline of that, the lyrics?
Actually, well,
Heartbreak?
okay, so BMG has me working with amazing producers, Sharon from Rock City, Super Dupes, Jim Johnson, amazing producers. They played a whole bunch of songs for me, and I heard Insecure, and I thought it was perfect for me because I like to do songs that women can relate to, and men as well. I think that we've all felt insecure at some point in our relationships, or even insecure about our bodies, our intelligence, or about anything, but specifically about a relationship, which is what Insecure talks about. It's about women. You know when guys be taking their phones to the bathroom way too long? Or they put their phones...
Wait a minute.
Yeah, or they put their phones under the pillows to go to sleep.
Or it's all
I got y'all fellas. Hold on, she ain't
Or
gonna
it's
come
always
out
on
like that.
silent.
Or they flip it like
Or y'all
that.
got numbers saved under
Going
different
down.
names? Hold
See, and then
on.
they want to tell you that you crazy, that you tripping.
Absolutely.
Now, it's the women intuition that we know you're doing something funky.
Oh, please.
Exactly.
I'm just gonna scoot.
So then that's what Insecure talks about, and then I felt that a lot of women could relate. So then I thought it would be perfect, so that's how it came about.
I saw the video teaser. It's on fire, literally.
No,
On fire.
that was just a little bit, but the actual video, we just recorded it last week, and it airs next week. So it is really, really lit, and then my motto is so hot and everything.
Can't wait. So what day next week?
We don't know the date yet. Actually, if you want to know, follow me at Amara La Negra, ALN, on all my
See
social
that
media
plug? You see
platforms.
that
Plug real
plug
quick.
in right
Yeah,
there?
plug it up.
So we did see the video to What a Bam Bam, and you took
Yes.
the sample from Sister Nancy
Yes.
as well. I like that. So where did you get that idea from? That whole scene of the music video was very ethnic, is in your face. I like the little sun visor you had on there.
It was very Miami. Miami's very colorful. It's very tropical. And then it was just something that happened real smooth. We really didn't plan it too much. You know, Miami has palm trees. It has colors. It's very beachy. So that's just pretty much how it came about. Yeah.
So when can we expect the EP to drop?
Okay, so I know that everybody's dying to hear more music of Amara La Negra. I have a lot of Latino Spanish music, honestly doing the crossover into the American market. I'm in the studio right now doing more music, and it's gonna take me a second. I've only been signed since like January, and I've done a lot within a couple of months. Like a lot.
Yeah.
So you guys have to give me a second, but just know that it's coming and it's really good. And my second single is called Balloons. So definitely stay tuned for that. That's also going to be part of the EP.
Okay. What's the sound on this? Is it going to be more Latin fusion?
On Balloons, it's like soca. It's like a soca dance hall. It's very Caribbean. I like to dance. I like the feel good music.
Yeah.
So even Insecure, it's a little, it's feel good. It makes you feel good. It's chill. I like music that just makes you feel good and that goes with my personality.
Speaking of music and crossover, and you really are branding that Afro-Latina brand. It was around, but people were becoming more knowledgeable of it as you. So do you feel like it's hard as repping that Afro-Latina in music? Sometimes you have to do songs in English, sometimes you have to translate in Spanish. Do you find it difficult as an artist to relate to both audiences?
No.
No.
No. Because even Insecure is more Americanized, but it still has an undertone of a Caribbean undertone. I would never change my essence for anybody, no matter what language, what market I'm working in. I would never lose my essence. I could do hip-hop, and it's still going to have a Caribbean undertone, because that's just who I am. The language barrier sometimes is an issue, because, the Latinos won't understand the English, and the English people are like, oh, we don't understand what you're saying in Spanish. But at the same time, I don't really judge it based off that, because Despacito became a #1 hit.
Right.
And you, for the most part, didn't know what Despacito was, but you were saying it. So I feel that...
I just found out what they were.
Yeah, exactly. So I just feel that music unites. Music is universal. Even if you can't understand it, you can feel the vibe. You can see where it's going.
So back to the EP, are there any features, collabs on there with?
Yes, most definitely. I'll just give you one. Sean Paul for sure.
Yes. Shout out to him.
So Sean Paul for sure, but I won't tell you the other features, but I do have a lot of big features, and definitely for Balloons, we're gonna have a big feature as a surprise. Yes.
Yeah, some entrepreneurship endeavors around the corner as well. The book, the shoe, the doll, the voiceover. I don't know if people know about that yet.
Yeah. For those that follow me on social media, you guys know that I'm always hashtagging Team Naps, because I literally don't I literally don't sleep. I just take naps, and I know it sounds crazy for a lot of people. I don't remember the last time I took an 8-hour sleep. And I'm not saying that this is what you should do, but this is what's working for me. I literally take naps in the car, on the plane. I could be in an office right now and take 15-minute naps, and then I'm back up, because most of the time at nighttime, either I have an event from there to the airport, or this or that or that. And then when you really want to succeed in life, there's certain things you have to sacrifice. And one of my sacrifices right now is sleep. So I'm working on a book deal that I just got offered, a scripted and unscripted series for the American and Latin market, on a shoe line as well. No, these are not. But you'll see when they come out, because they're going to be really lit. I am getting a lot of auditions and stuff like that for voiceovers and movies. Now I don't want to jinx it, so now I just be working on silent and be like, I'm not doing anything, and then just, oh, look at that. I just finished doing a commercial for CoverGirl, for Burlington. There's a lot of big things that I'm doing, and I'm just really blessed right now. But then again, I do put in a lot of work. I also have my talk show called Girl Talk, that I always do little teasers on social media, but I actually am filming that. And I'm working and trying to figure out if I'm still going to do Love and Hip Hop Miami season 2. I don't know.
So where will the show be? The Girl
So
Talk
right
show?
now we're in negotiation. I, in my heart, would love it to be, whether it is on Vice, HBO, but I really want it to be on Netflix. So we're trying to figure that out.
Do you want to tell the people kind of what topics or what's the whole synopsis?
Oh, yeah!
Yeah,
So everything's... Oh, wait, this is PG-13,
See,
right?
I put an arm back.
Oh, we're on Facebook.
We're on Facebook.
This ain't the radio, so you can say what you want to say.
Let me be in my best behavior a little bit, not too much. Okay, so
Worse.
Okay, so Girl Talk, right, is the show where we talk about all the taboo topics. Everything that women talk about, in closed doors or in the salon or whatever, within your friends, on, no filters, definitely not PG-13. We talk about sex, we talk about relationships, we talk about money, we talk about anything that you can imagine, and then we go to different locations. For example, the next location where I'll be filming is in an elderly home, because I really want to talk to the elderly, women about, how was it? What did you do? Give me some tips.
Somebody gonna make their arthritis work.
Exactly. So we go to different locations. The same thing goes for transgenders, gay, lesbians. It's very open. And then yeah, we talk about Deep Throat. We talk about everything.
Alrighty, what time you start? What channel you say? HBO? What time?
Netflix.
It's really good. It's really good. As a matter of fact, I'll tell you this little thing that happened. Right? I know we're not gonna talk about the show right now because I am being. It doesn't matter. I'm Amara. I don't care. Listen.
Do what you want, babe. Do what you want to do.
I actually have nodules in my vocal cords because recently, obviously since Love and Hip Hop, I've been working a lot and I'm constantly talking and I'm in the club and I'm you know hosting and then I'm also in the studio recording and to do EPs and albums, you record like 1,000 songs to pick 12 songs. So I'm constantly working. So my voice was just getting very tired and the changes of weather and everything. So I ended up going to an ENT in Texas. And he was really cute, by the way. So I went over there and I told, and while he's checking on my vocal cords, while I'm there, you know me, because I'm extra spontaneous. And I was like, oh my God, I have a question. If you do a lot of deep throat, does that affect your vocal cords?
Good question.
Oh.
What did he say?
Wait a minute, but now I want to know. See, I obviously broke it down. Like if you do a lot of that, does that affect your vocal cords? Women, what do you think? I want to know what you think first, though. Do you think that sucking a lot of affects your vocal cords?
Do re mi fa
You
sol
say
la
yes.
si.
You say yes. What do the men think? Because it depends. Some men are extra healthy, are naturally healthier, and can go, you know what I'm saying, down here. Others don't go that, you know what I'm saying? So some of them are extra aggressive. So I want to know, do you think it would affect a woman's vocal cords if you really like beat her throat down?
I don't know if you want me to answer that right now.
I'm asking you.
I want you to answer it.
And she's singing in falsetto.
Answer it.
Huh?
Yes, her
No, it's not going to mess up her.
It's not going to mess up her vocal cords?
No, not the vocal cords.
No.
Maybe a sore mouth.
Okay, Blue, I want to know, do you think that if a woman does a lot of deep throat, it will affect her vocal cords? Yes? Okay, women, what did you say?
You're going to be talking about me, baby.
Oh, God.
Well, actually, the answer is yes, it does.
Oh.
But these are, but you see, this is interesting, and it's stuff that amongst women we may discuss, and it's just out of curiosity. Like, if you don't see it maliciously, and you stop seeing sex as such a taboo topic, and more like something that's natural, then it's really not an issue. And then it also helps educate the new generation, or just people that just don't know. So actually, the doctor said that if you do it once or twice, you're okay. Constantly just banging it. Well,
Once or twice.
I mean, he didn't necessarily say how long, but he did say that eventually it will affect your vocal cords because your throat is not meant to be stretched out. So now you know something. So stay tuned for Girl Talk. Stay tuned for my TV show Girl Talk. # Girl Talk ALN.
Keep it down to once or twice a day.
No, once or twice a day. No, Baba, you can't. What do you think this is? But yeah, the talk show is gonna be really good, and I'm telling you, I have a lot of projects going on right now. So
Look at all the fellas, they trying to watch Girl Talk.
Hey guys, will you be watching Girl Talk?
Absolutely.
And this was a safe topic because we go even deeper.
Oh, God.
Deeper?
Okay.
Into Girl Talk conversations.
Sweat.
I want to know. So, Love and Hip Hop.
Yes.
Let's get into that.
Okay.
How did you get on the show, first of all?
It was thanks to my manager, Julian Booth. He actually manages a couple of talents on the show. And he told me, well, they're going to do Love and Hip Hop Miami. Would you be interested in doing reality TV? And I was like, yeah, sure, because I'm very open-minded. I'm like, what is there to lose? Like, if it doesn't go well, I tried it. So, yeah, let's do it. And that's pretty much it. I didn't go with any expectations. I just wanted to do it.
I want to go back to the Girl Talk. I have one
Oh,
question. Relax.
Go ahead.
Ladies, relax. Not the deep throat question.
It's okay.
Maybe. No, I'm just playing. So, you say you talk about sex and relationships. So, relationships. I just want to know, you got a little boo thing out there? Anybody?
I don't.
Because rumors were going around. I got to do my job.
Wait.
Yeah.
Can you
stop me? Yes, ma'am. Go ahead.
No, is this on? Is my camera on? No. Okay.
Yes.
So, go ahead. What's your question?
So, I just want to know, is it a boo thing? Because some people are talking that you may be talking to Usher or anything, something like that.
Okay, so,
Just doing my job.
no. Okay, so, and I'm going to clarify that because I've done it on several occasions with the whole picture thing that came out. I went to an event with my friend Jojo. He was there. He did me a favor, giving me a ride to another location, and then they took a picture, and then that's what it was. But we're just friends. People are just trying to blow it out of proportion. and then that's it.
I understand that because I've been in situations where certain people take pictures and people say they talk and they together when it's just a picture.
It just sucks that you can't have any friends now because you know, everybody automatically assumes that it's a thing. Right. So no, you know, I'm not. I'm single and ready to mingle.
Speaking of being, oh gosh.
All right.
So speaking of being single,
right?
Okay, you posted on social media that I'm single for sure, and you said it was because a cast member from Love and Hip Hop hit you up and said that you were officially his boo or something like that.
Wait, what?
They choosing.
I read that you said you were single.
Look at Blue. It was Blue. It was him.
That said you guys will officially be a couple at the reunion or after reunion sometime that time.
And who is this?
I don't know. I want to know.
You do know who it is.
Oh.
No, who is it? I don't know. You brought it up, so where did you read this from?
Yeah, put it on the spot.
I read it.
You can say it. It's fine.
I don't
you don't know
the exact source.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I haven't heard that one yet because people be making up stuff all the time. I'm single, but it has nothing to do because of no cast member. No.
So no cast member trying to get at you?
I'm not saying that no cast members are trying to get it. I'm just saying get it. I'm just saying that I'm not giving it up to nobody.
Okay.
You celibate?
Okay, so and I am very I believe I'm an open book and I'm very transparent. So I don't really necessarily like to lie because I just like to be able to be consistent. So in October I decided to be celibate, and I was celibate till the other day. And I did really good.
Oh no!
I mean, hey,
she said the other day.
Wait. Why is y'all laughing like y'all don't be getting it in too? Like, what's up? Okay, so I was doing it. I was doing it originally because I just wanted to maintain focus. I was very busy, and even now, like, I don't even have time to remember that I have that there. Only because I am so busy. Like, I'm so focused right now that getting it in is not my priority right now. If there's time, great. But if not, then that's fine too. And I believe in dating and you know, building a relationship. I would never have like a booty car, or just like a, you know, get it and I'll see you when I see you. I can't do that. So because I can't, I just rather just be alone and stay doing what I'm doing.
So if you're looking for a guy, what are the top 3 qualities he must have?
He has to have a great personality. He can't be stingy, and my mom has to like him.
Okay, 1, 2. I gotta meet the mom.
Yeah, she's right there.
Mama.
Yeah. And my mom.
Yeah, mama. We want to talk after this. I got the first 2 traits. I got
Okay. If my mom don't like you, it's gonna be a thing because she's gonna make sure to be there every day. Oh my God, you're still talking to him? Oh, I thought that I did better. Look at you. You're never gonna do anything. Yeah, and then eventually, somehow, I'm just gonna be like, I'm over it. Listen, my mom don't like you. It's not gonna work out. I can't do this. Yeah.
So being celibate, is that going to interfere with your girl talk conversations?
Not really, because it's not that it's not like I'm not a virgin.
I understand that.
And being celibate doesn't mean that I can't just not say, okay, so celibacy is, you know, I'm done. Like, I'm gonna go get it in tonight. Like, I can stop and I can go whenever I want to. I just choose. Realistically, I also do it because I believe in dating and getting to know someone before you give it up, and that's just my personal perspective. I believe that a lot of women have don't give it value anymore, and now it's just become a sex. Let's just have sex, and it doesn't mean anything. And to me, if you want all of this, you gotta work for it. So I'm gonna make you put in that work. I mean, it's good though. It's good. It's good to wait. It's gonna be worth it.
How long is that process though?
You know what?
Are you trying to get the schedule? 30 days, 60 days? I mean, do I gotta buy you
something? That's fine. One of the topics that we discussed on Girl Talk was the 90-day rule.
You follow it?
I did follow it at some point. Now I don't necessarily do it for 90 days. At least a month.
Right.
At least a month. If you can't wait a month to get to tap it, then I shouldn't be talking to you in the first place. Because if you're in such a hurry that you don't feel that I am worthy of waiting at least 30 days of taking me on a date, to the movies, let's go to the beach, get to know me. A lot of girls are just giving it up and you don't even know where this guy comes from. So you also have to know that, God forbid, let's just say, because unless it's planned, you plan it out, but you'll get this woman pregnant that you don't even know. Now you're stuck with this woman that you don't know. She could be a psycho. Now you're stuck with her because you were too busy trying to, you know, stick it to her. So, with that being said, girls, feel free to wait the 90 days. If 90 days is too much, at least give it a month. And that's my opinion.
So
it works for me.
Is the process different if you're attracted to him?
No.
I mean, you know, if you're attracted to somebody, you're going to move in a little bit quicker. You know that you're attracted.
No.
You're still going to abide by that 1 month.
I could be dying to get it. And Nope, I'm gonna make you wait.
That's good.
I'm good.
That's
So,
there's other methods as well.
Right.
Right.
Okay, so question about Love and Hip Hop. I know you have the whole Young Hollywood thing happen. Are you tired of the skin and Afro-Latina questions
No.
at this point?
No.
Embrace it.
I think that there's a lot of people that are tired of listening to me talk about it, but I'm not tired. I'm not annoyed. Like I read a lot of comments, oh my gosh, she's so annoying, or she's using the race card to get ahead. I've been talking about this for years. It just so happens to be that nobody was listening. It took Love and Hip Hop for people to actually pay attention to me. But if you look into Amara La Negra interviews 2010, 2012, or whenever, I was talking about it. It's just that nobody was listening. And it is an issue that is still happening. So I cannot just say, okay, well, I'm just going to stop talking about it. I can't, because till the day that I die, I'm going to look like this. And I'm going to be black. And one day, I'm going to have children. And my children are going to be black as well. And I want to know that they're going to have, they're going to be judged based off their talent and their intelligence, and not based off the way that they look. So just because, and here's the difference as well. And I'll clarify this too. I personally feel that the African American community has more opportunities to showcase their talent, whether it is in sports or in the entertainment, in comparisons to the Afro-Latino community. In the Latino community, for the most part, what a Latina should look like is like J-Lo, Sofia Vergara, Salma Hayek. This is what Latinos are. You never talk about women that look like myself, or men that look like myself. You never see them in the covers of magazines, of movies, or anything. And there isn't a Latin country that doesn't have black people. So why aren't we given the same opportunities? Why do we have to be the raper, the gangster, the prostitute? We never have main roles ever. So it's unfortunate that we have to sit back and we wait till the African American community, breaks a barrier, and then we just tag along. I don't think that it's fair. We should really be doing something to make a difference, and then that's where I come in. I recently became the cover of Latina magazine, which was a great opportunity, but I also posted on my Instagram that the past 50 covers that they had were of fair-skinned Latinas. And I'm like, that's not fair. You see the color of my mother, but my father is way darker than I am. But my mother has sisters that have blonde hair and blue eyes. We're very versatile in our country. So why aren't all these perspectives of what Latinas are put out there? So I am going to continue to talk about it. I am going to continue to be annoying until I see that there's a difference happening. And whoever doesn't like it, please feel free to cover your ears.
Nice.
I don't see nobody covering their ears. You better talk that talk. Walk it like I talk it. All right.
Yes.
So going back to Love and Hip Hop, what do you think is... You see, why I gotta get all that? You see how she changes? Okay, let me scoot back. Look, I want you to hit me because I'm in your range. Look, I knew it was coming.
Okay, go.
So, just being on the show, what do you feel is the biggest success or the biggest perk, and what do you feel is the biggest negative, kind of tone of the show at the same time? This is what I'm excited about. So you can say, big thing, I love hip hop. I like the opportunity, the networking. People know me, it expands my brand. The negative thing is people always think this. What do you feel like is the biggest up for it? What do you think is the biggest down for it?
Up, I would say I was able to gain a new fan base. I think it was a great opportunity because it allowed me to showcase my music, who I am as a person, and it also allowed me to talk about an issue that has hit home for me, which is the colorism problem and the racial issues that are happening in our community in general. So it gave me the opportunity to talk about that. I know that it may have been prolonged a little bit too long on the show because they really did want to make sure that people understood the meaning and the concept of what I was saying. So I'm thankful to Mona, Viacom, Love and Hip Hop, VH1, everybody for allowing me to like I said, showcase my music most importantly. The downfall to that, I would say, is I hate when people say that I use, like I said before, the race card to get ahead because, I am black. Like, I can't fake this. Like, it is what it is. So I don't like that. And then I also... it feels sucky to have to clarify, but I'm okay with doing so when they say that Love and Hip Hop is scripted, and I can only speak about my scenes. Love and Hip Hop was not scripted for me at all. What they do is that they'll put you in certain situations that is kind of weird or uncomfortable, and then you basically have to react upon what's happening. But they don't tell you what to say, they don't tell you to fight, they don't tell you to flip a table, throw cups, they don't tell you to do none of those things. Whoever does it, they do it because they so choose to. And at the end of the day, you can also just say that they're only but human. Like, there's only but so much. You only guys get to see like 1 or 2 minutes of everything that happened. We have weeks, months, years filming, and you only get to see 1 minute or 2. So you don't see what this person did to me at 8 o'clock in the morning, that by 12 o'clock at night, I just want to let's go. Yeah, that's it, I'm done. So I don't think that it's fair that people don't get to see everything, but at the same time, as people say that Love and Hip Hop portrays, let's say, for example, black women on a negative perspective, they choose to do this. You know what I mean? Like, nobody tells you to act this way. You choose to act that way. So then that's just what it is. And then people like the you guys are the ones that get the ratings. So when people are being nice and they're being positive to each other and they're uplifting each other and they're doing all these amazing things, you find it boring and you don't watch it. The moment a girl throws a table, takes off her shoes, pulls another girl's weave off or whatever, oh, the ratings are hitting the roof and you guys love it. So it is what it is.
So speaking of Love and Hip Hop, who did you actually have a relationship before the show? Like, were you friends with Steph and Veronica before the show, or did you guys meet during the show?
We met because of the show, and then we slightly had a friendship. For example, I believe in my mind, and I always have to clarify like that because maybe her feelings aren't the same. In my mind, I believe that Steph was my friend. And then Veronica and I tried to be friends before the show, but we just naturally never really clicked. I just feel that her personality and mine don't really go together, they don't match, and I think it is fine because we're not all meant to like each other, and you know, and it is what it is. But yeah, no. See, the only one that I truly became friends with is JoJo, Juju. I love them, yeah, and I get along with everybody else.
Speaking of Love and Hip Hop, you said providing a lot of platforms. Was it true that you were supposed to be in a particular movie? Superfly?
Oh, yeah.
You would have been perfect for that. You got the fro and everything.
Shout out to Director X. Yeah, so I actually went to Atlanta. I auditioned for the movie Superfly, and I did get the role, and I was so excited because I was like, oh my God, this is going to be my first official movie, and this is huge. And then it just so happens to be that it was the same day, a reunion for Love and Hip Hop. So, you know, legally I had already signed my contract with Love and Hip Hop Miami, and I had to do the reunion, and it killed me inside because I really wanted to do Superfly.
Yeah, because you got a lot of energy, and I feel like they need to put you like in a movie, you know, host
put it out
shows.
to the air, say it.
We're gonna put it in the universe. Yes. Bring it on down and give me a little part in there. I can do it in the back.
Speaking of shows, you were on The Real. How was that experience?
It was amazing. I loved it. I had already worked on TV as a TV host in the past. But obviously in the Latin market, and then it was pretty cool. I enjoyed it. The girls were really nice, and it was a lovely experience. Hopefully, I'll get to go back again soon.
And Wildin' Out? Did you do Wildin' Out too?
Yes, I did Wildin' Out.
How was that experience?
It was good.
You liked it?
Yeah.
Funny, like
keep it short right there.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, it's cool. Yeah, that's about it. Yeah.
No. It was good. It was great. I just you have to watch it because I don't even want to say what happened.
Did they show the episode yet?
No, not yet.
How did you do on the Wild style?
I didn't rap. I didn't do any rap battles or anything like that. I wanted to keep it real nice and cute. You know, because I always.
You see that? I knew every word that she said right in that hand.
Yeah. That was it. But I enjoyed my time at Wildin' Out. It was really fun. Oh, and also stay tuned for a project that I did with Nick Cannon as well, which will come out this year.
You just put out a new song too, so.
And it's not it's not a featuring. It's not a song with him because a lot of people are like, "Oh, you did a song with him." No, I didn't do a song with Nick Cannon. It's just another project that we're working on together.
Have you ever been starstruck? Like, have you met somebody say, "Oh my God, I always wanted to meet you," or anything like that? Have you met your idol yet, or anybody?
Well, okay. So I can say the one person that I would like to meet, and I know for a fact I'm gonna have that feeling is gonna be Beyonce for sure because I love her so much. Oh, and Tina Turner.
Like
yeah, if I meet Tina, that's it. Like, it's a wrap. I'm done.
Yeah.
Like, okay, we're good. Yeah, I'm done. So yeah.
So, any regrets in the show? Like, there was you trying to look at me?
Okay, get prepared for your what's coming up next so I can know how to answer.
Okay, so doing Love and Hip Hop. Do you have any regrets? You know, there's a lot of
Yes, let me tell you.
You had a little drama piece too.
Actually, I apologize to my fans because I didn't like for them to see me out of my character when I jumped the table and had my altercation with Veronica. I apologize to them because I was. Why are you laughing? Okay. I apologize to them because I felt bad because I don't necessarily promote violence or anything like that, and I'm not a violent person. Like I don't do the